In a popular song, the writer says, "Wake the neighbors and get the word out." Today there are many ways to do that. You take out ads in USA Today, offer an IPO, set up an internet site, or get really good TV coverage. But how do you do this if you're living 2,000 years ago? God had some information to share, but he did not want to involve the rabbis and lawmakers of the day. No, his angels went to a group of shepherds. They probably are not the most eloquent of speakers, probably not the most influential and persuasive of people. They are simple people, people of the land, nomadic to a point, always looking for fresh fields for their flocks. And the angel did not come in the daytime when it would be easy to be seen. No, it came at night, and even then after the night watch was put out, so that the smallest number of shepherds possible were actually awake. Here is their story.
Here, sheepy, sheepy, sheepy. Here, sheep, 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 sheep. Yeah. Hey, hey, here you are. Little buddy, thought you could wander up the mountain again on me. I found you. No. There are no people here. Don't you think I know? There's people here. Hey. Well, what do you know? Bust my tunic. Hey. Oh, welcome to my mountain. My name is Samuel, and this is Micah. Yeah, say hi. Yeah. I don't know what on earth you're doing here, but it's good to see some people up here. Oh, this one, he loves the crowd. Travel for miles. No, I did not bring your juggling sticks, okay? No, don't laugh. It'll only encourage him more. Oh, well, I'm a shepherd. Didn't you know? Sheep. Hey, yeah. Quiet, this is my story, my stage. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm a shepherd, and you might say, well, you went up a whole mountain to find one sheep. Man, you're a good shepherd. Yeah, I've met the one they call the good shepherd. And I'm no good shepherd. I knew the good shepherd when he was, this big. Yeah, it was I will tell this story, and you're going to be quiet. It's my story, and it's true. You weren't there. Excuse the little woolly guy. He's a sassy guy. Once upon a time, a long time ago, about 60 years or so, I was tending my fields with my buddies, and we were looking over the flock. It was a night very similar to tonight, actually, kind of cool. And we were looking over, and all of a sudden an angel walks up to us. Well, the angel, what? You want to know how we knew it was an angel? Well, you just know when you see an angel. You need more, huh? Well, the angel kind of glowed. As best I can describe it. I learned later on that some people call it a glory or a godliness or something else, but all I knew is he had no lantern and he were glowing. To me, that's an angel. So anyway, angels are messengers of God. And being messengers of God, my thinking is that they carry messages, right? Well, I wasn't really interested in hearing a message from God. I figured boys like me and the shepherds that kind of were known as wild boys around town probably weren't going to get a good message. We probably were going to die. I'm just being honest with you folks. Yeah, you wish I'd have died. Wait till I get you back to the herd. Get that shepherd's crook and rack you silly. Hey, you didn't hear that. Don't tell the ASPCA on me. Now, this angel walks up and he starts, I think he knew that we were a little afraid. And he said, "Do not be afraid. Quit freaking out." That's kind of paraphrased, you see. said, quit freaking out. God's not mad at you. No. In fact, he loves you so much, he sent you a gift. A gift. Can you believe it? Us lowly shepherds getting a gift. But that's what he said. They said, gift. You know, over in the town where David was born, a woman gave birth to a child. And that child is the one who is to become king. The Messiah. The chosen one of all Israel. And we want you guys to go over there and help receive it into the world. You can imagine. I'm thinking, oh yeah, we're just going to stroll into Bethlehem, knock on doors and go, you have a chosen child here? Is there a Messiah living here? You can imagine where they'd lock us up and throw the key. So, where I'm kind of pondering this doubtful thoughts in my head, and I think the angel knew those, just like the angel knew the fear thing. And the angel says, this is how you will know. You will find the baby wrapped in long strips of cloth, lying in an animal's trough. Okay. That pretty much narrows it down. How many mothers of newborns do you know that put their babies in animals' troughs? Not many. So we figured we'd know. So, but we're still wondering how this is all going to happen. And I go to look up at the angel and ask some questions, and there's not one angel anymore. Wow, there's a sea of angels, far as the eye can see. Now, I can't tell you if they were singing or just saying stuff. But all I know is it was the most beautiful sound I ever did hear and have ever heard since. And once they started singing or talking, my knees got weak and I fell to the ground on my face, right in the dirt. And they said, glory to God in the highest, and peace to his people on earth, on whom his favor rests. Why? I couldn't tell you if that went on, they said that 10 times or 10,000 times. But eventually, they stopped and they left. I pulled myself up to my hands and knees and looked over at the other shepherd buddies, and they were pulling themselves up to their hands and knees, wiping tears from their eyes. I ran over to them and said, what did you hear? Tell me what you heard. Because I'm thinking I lost it. Somewhere in there, I lost it. I looked and they said, we heard this and this. That's exactly what I heard and what I saw. So we knew we had to go to Bethlehem. So I took off. I'm fast. So I took off and got there first. I am not bragging. I was very fast. I can still catch you, you little rascal. Anyway, so we got there. I can't to this day tell you how we got there because it was all these series of directions. It must have been like God just downloaded directions right into my head because I was going in town. I turned left here or right here. There's an inn here. I went back behind the inn, down an alley, into a cave, and there at the end of the cave was a stable. And in the little animal's trough in the stable was a baby. Now, these people said they called the baby's name Jesus. I looked at the baby. It was a baby. There was something special to it. Nothing I could tell you, though. I couldn't say it had a great robe on or a crown, but something. And we told them all the things that happened to us in the field with the angels. Well, and they told us their whole story of how this came about. And, well, the woman was really interested in our story. Oh, she asked us to repeat several things over and over. It's like she wanted to remember it or something. Well, the buddies and I, we walked back to the field, and we just thank God for including us in this big event. Now, I'd like to tell you, folks, that we were changed on account of this, that we were different. We became Pharisees and opened our own churches and synagogues. Didn't happen. Told a lot of people. Got a lot of weird looks from people. Got thrown out of a few synagogues from the Pharisees, but trying to convince everybody what had happened. But 20, 30 years went by. Why, we were still living the wild boy life. Then we heard of this this man teaching and preaching in the countryside. Said his name was Jesus. Well, that rang a bell. So we thought, could it be? It was worth a shot. It was only maybe a quarter of a day run to the area where we heard he was. So we had some people take the sheep and take our shift, and we took off. Wouldn't you know, we get there, and this man is teaching, he's preaching, and he's healing. Wow. People were brought there half dead. They were lepers. Their hands and fingers had fallen off. And he said, be clean. And they were new again. They had people that were demon-possessed. Demons. They weren't in the right mind for years, I'm sure. He'd say, get out of him. And they were in the right mind. They were normal again. Well, he says, you've seen all the miracles. You've seen what you believe in me and who I am and the man, the Father who sent me. Why, my buddies and I were like, we believe! We believe! Oh, and we did. We did believe. And, but then he died. Followed around for a few years, and then he died. But the good news is he rose again. And me and some other groups, we still get together, and we break bread together. We feed the poor. Wow, we've still seen people raised from the dead and healed the sick, and the demons released. And hey, you folks, maybe this is why I set up this mountain. Maybe Micah had something here. If you guys ever get a chance to believe on this Jesus, do it. Now, I can't guarantee you to be able to hold on to the same life you had. Maybe you'll have the same life. Maybe you'll turn it upside down and inside out. But you know what? You will never, ever want to go back to the same life you had before. That's my story. Well, and you know, I was sitting with Paul, the Apostle Paul. He used to be Saul. And we were sitting around. I said, Paul, let's sing that song. You know that song that he wrote. He wrote a song. And then we sang, and we sang, Jesus. Yeah, that quiet, I'm singing. Jesus, you're the greatest something. Hey, don't you think I know if there was a choir forming behind us? Yeah, there's a choir forming behind us. So I'll be taking little Micah here, and we'll go back down the mountain where we came from. There's a flock there that needs my tend. Hey, thanks for listening to an old man's ramblings. You folks are sweet. Nice folks. Love you guys. Oh, say bye. Oh, good people.